Hey, how's it going? Hope all is great. Fantastic for the new year. Anyway, let's begin with this tremendous story of a pirate that was a female. Ching Shih was born as Shi Yang in 1775 in the poverty-stricken society of Guangdong province in southeast China. Upon reaching puberty, she was forced into sex work to supplement the family income. How fun it was back in the day. They didn't have McDonald's, unfortunately. She worked in a floating brothel, also known as a flower boat, in the Cantonese port city. She quickly became famous in the area due to her beauty, her wit, and her hospitality. This attracted several high-profile customers, such as royal courtiers, military commanders, and also rich merchants as well. In 1801, notorious pirate commander Zhang Yi encountered 26-year-old Ching Shih in Guangdong. He was enthralled by her beauty and ability to wield power over her well-connected clients by trading secrets. Different reports stated that she either willingly accepted and also a marriage proposal or was forcibly abducted as well by Zhang Yi's men. Oh, the good times. What is clear is that she asserted she would only marry him if he granted her 50% of his earnings and partial control of his fleet. Zhang Yi agreed with their marriage, which they married. They had 2 sons. Ching Shih fully participated in her husband's piracy and underworld dealings with the Red Flag Fleet. She implemented a number of rules as well. These included instant execution for those who refused to follow orders, execution for rape of any female captives, and execution for marital infidelity and execution for extramarital sex. Female captives were also treated with more respect, and the weak, unattractive, or pregnant ones were freed as soon as possible, while the attractive ones were sold or were permitted to marry a pirate if it was mutually consensual. On the flip side, loyalty and honesty were greatest rewards, and the fleet was encouraged to work as a whole. Under the joint command of Zhang Yi and Ching Shih, the Red Flag Fleet exploded in size and prosperity. The new rules, being harsh but fair combined with a reward system, meant that many pirate groups in the region merged themselves with the Red Flag Fleet. It grew from 200 ships at the time of Zhang Yi and Chang Zi's wedding to 1,800 ships in the next few months. As a result, it became the largest pirate fleet on Earth. Zhang Yi and Chang Zi adopted a young fisherman in his mid-20s named Kang Pao from a nearby coastal village. This meant that he became second in command to Zhang Yi. It had various meanings. Theorized that Yang Yi or Chang Zai were having extramarital relations with Kang Pao. Chang Zi's husband died in 1807 at the age of 42, possibly from a tsunami or because he was murdered in Vietnam. Either way, this left Chang Zi's leadership in a perilous position. Of course it did. How fun. Oh, the times had rolled. Using her business savvy and Zhang Yi's connections, Chang Shih managed to temper warning power-hungry captains from other ships and installed her adopted son as a leader of the fleet. Less than 2 weeks after the death of her husband was announced, she would marry her adopted son. Of course she did. Gross. They soon became lovers, and Cheng Pao's loyalty to her meant that Chang Shih effectively ruled the Red Flag Fleet. Go women power. Under Chang Shih's leadership, the Red Flag Fleet captured new coastal villages and enjoyed total control over the South China Sea. Entire villages also worked for the fleet, supplying them with goods and food, meaning they could go around the world more often. And any ship that wanted to cross the South China Sea was taxed. They also frequently plunged with British and French ships, as East India Colony employee named Richard Glasspool was captured and held by the fleet for 4 months in 1809. He later estimated that there were 80,000 pirates under Ching Shih's command. You go girl. The Chinese Qing dynasty naturally wanted to put an end to the Red Flag Fleet. Mandarin Navy vessels were sent out to confront the Red Flag Fleet in the South China Sea. After just a few hours, the Navy was decimated by the Red Flag Fleet. Ching Shih used the opportunity to announce that the Mandarin crew would not be punished if they joined the Red Flag Fleet. Quite opportunity. As a result, the Red Flag Fleet grew in size, and the Qing dynasty lost a huge portion of its navy. That is quite a powerful woman. The Emperor of China was humiliated that a woman was controlling such an enormous part of the land, sea, and people resources, which belonged to him. He attempted peace by offering amenity for the Red Flag fleet. Of course, at the same time, the fleet came under attack from the Portuguese Navy. Though the Portuguese had been defeated twice before, they came prepared with a superior fleet of supply ships with weapons. As a result, the Red Flag fleet was devastated. After 3 years of notoriety, Ching Shih retired in 1810 by accepting an offer of anonymity from the Chinese government. Well then, at least she didn't die. The whole of the Red Flag fleet crew was forced to surrender. However, the terms of surrender were good. They were allowed to keep all their loot, and several pirates were granted jobs within the military of the Chinese government. Even Ching Shih adopted Sung Changpao, later became the captain of the Qing dynasty's Gungdong Navy. I apologize for butchering all these names. I'm not Asian. Ching Shih had a son in 1813 and later had a daughter as well. In 1822, her second husband lost his life at sea. A wealthy woman, she then relocated to Macau with her children and opened a gambling house, and was also involved in the salt trade. Towards the end of her life, she opened a brothel in Macau. She died peacefully, aged of 69, surrounded by family as well. Today, her descendants are said to run similar gambling and brothel enterprises in the same area she was in, and she is widely remembered through film, television, manga, and folklore as well. She is remembered as one of the most fearsome and successful pirates in history. Isn't that quite fascinating? The most successful pirates, compared to Blackbeard, is a woman, and she was having a merry maid of beautiful women upon her fleet. Anyway, what do you think of this pirate? Is she quite cool? Would you have liked to meet her? Would you be joining a pirate society? Let me know down in the comments below. Have a great day. Bye.